Now, this is a Hornet Moth. It was based in the Vale of Glamorgan during the Second World War, but today flying history was made when the plane returned to MOD St Athan for the first time in more than 60 years.
It was used by the military as a communications plane when stationed there between 1940 and 1944, and as David Wood reports for today's passenger, it was a very special journey.
Touching down 67 years after it last left. This Hornet Moth was one of a pair based at St Athan for part of the Second World War. On board today was Tony Adderley, whose father Michael served at the base during the war.
He flew in this plane, this actual plane, which is extraordinary, and to come down here today is a wonderful opportunity.
And could you sort of sense exactly what he was going through all those years ago?
Well, I mean, I think that was way back when, and to them, presumably, it was all fairly normal. I imagine a different environment, but it was the norm for Dad.
Tony's father's logbook charts the flights he made in and out of St Athan, a pilot who was described as indispensable to his unit. The current owner set up today's flight so Tony could retrace his father's footsteps.
It flies quite sedately at 70 knots. And it gives you time to look about and look at the countryside and just take stock of things. So it's quite pleasant.
The plane was registered back in August 1936 and is the only one of its kind still in the RAF colours from the time. This is one of two Hornet Moths stationed here during the Second World War. Between the years of 1940 and 44, it was used by officers as a communications plane to ferry pilots between bases. Before then, it was part of the fleet used to spot enemy submarines. Planes were a major part of the war effort, and today's visit gives modern-day pilots a unique glimpse into the past.
The history of St Athan is so long throughout the years. It's really nice to be reminded that it goes all the way back through the 1940s, first time this aircraft landed here, and seeing the sort of service that it's provided throughout the years.
And as Tony jets off, he knows his father was setting off along the same runway exactly 70 years ago today. David Wood, Wales Tonight.
What a fantastic sight.